We just heard the Iroy from the Rebbe that everybody should give tzedakah, especially there was a Iroy that Erev Chodesh you should give the amount of 2 meals, for 3 meals, for 2 meals. We have here our beloved Yehuda going to take the tzedakah that we give him the amount of 2 meals. Also, the Iroy has heard now to give tzedakah tzibur, and Hilchot Abchira we do have today Choshev in Geran. From the Lerash Shiva and Misham, Rabbi Apostle Moshe Nos Halevi פישער is going to give us Shlom to Halevi for the year. Misham, bevakasha.
So, the young that are mentioned in Beis Abchira, big halichos about, but they mentioned about it in Hilchos Beis Abchira, and the first meeting in Tommy, the first meeting in Mid, they mention this place. We'll talk a little more about place and some of the inyanim that are shaykh to the place, even though the halichos are is not so much in Beis Abchira, but madvukshurim makotonim. So we hear from the one halach in Hilchos Beis Abchira that mentions the place we're talking about, and we'll take further. So in the last page of Beis Abchira, the Rambam is writing about the dinim of Shas Beis Hamikdash. The Heichon Hayu Sheim, where are places in the Beis Hamikdash where the Shmira need to be done? So as we know this, the there's 3 places: the Kehanim and the rest of the Levi. So Kehanim Hayu Sheim, the Beis Haftinas, the Beis Hanitzutz, the Beis Hamikdash. These 3 places, Tinas, Tinas, and Hamikdash. And then now you can find the places are these. Beis Haftinas and Beis Hanitzutz, Hoyu al Nix. The Nuyo Sad Shayo Azor. The 2 of these places, Beis Haftinas and Beis Hanitzutz, are a high floor. It was built over the gate of the gates of Azor. It doesn't explain over here which Shayo Azor it is. Haftinas could be near the Amayim. Okay. It goes on. His Mamshech, who was there? The Yanim and the make of this. But I want to talk about a little bit more the union of Beis Haftinas. So as we see over here, it's mentioned over here in the Kesher that that's one of the places of the Shmir of the Kehanim. What do we know about Beis Haftinas and who are the Chalal of the name Haftinas? So some of the places, but here in Sechtes Yuma we find in a few places where the singing of Lishkas Beis Haftinas being mentioned. So in the Mishnah in the first week of Yuma, talking about the Hamas for Yom Kippur. So 7 days before Yom Kippur, and God was curated and they bring him to a special room. And I can hear, but it mentions that he had special baby. And one is Lishkas Beis Haftinas. So the Mishnah says when they give him over to the Beis Haftinas, they bring him to this Aliyah's Beis Haftinas. What's he called Aliyah's Haftinas for? The mother means a Braise. Tone the Lamdi Chafina. I'm keeping the King God needs to do the Sakteris, and like mother later on mentions there's many very difficult things. Some Ma'avidus Kosher should be Migdash. So even the Kohen Gadol, you have to be trained exactly how to do the Chafina Sakteris, and that was done in this room, Lishkas Beis Haftinas. That's where he was trained and practiced the Avedis Sakteris. So we're mentioning it's Haftinas, so who's the Haftinas? So there's a later Mishnah in Yuma, the 3rd page. And talks of it, an earlier Mishnah mentioned about people that made upgrades in the Beis Hamikdash, and the Chacham were Meshabeach them on the different upgrades that they made. You mentioned some of those things, it says the Kalfi of Yom Kippurim, the raffles they used for the Shnei Aseirim, it used to be of wood. And there's a certain Kohen Gadol ben Gamla, he changed it to Zoh. There was the Kir, another Kohen Gadol, so different people that made Shinuyim L'Teva on the Beis Hamikdash, and they were praised for it. The following Mishnah is Ve'edu Lignai, people that were also involved and they had chashuv jobs in the Beis Hamikdash, but the Chachamim were not very happy with the way they acted. And there's a certain tzad hashava between all these families that I mentioned, or individuals, but they had a special chush, a special talent that wasn't widely known, and they kept it as a a family secret that B'shum Eifen would not negate to anybody else how this thing is meant to be done. And the Chacham were not happy about that. As the Gemara says, they were doing it l'chveidam, that they should be the only ones that need to be called. Nobody else should be able to do it. And one of this is the inyan of Beis Avtinas. So Beis Avtinas leirotzu l'lamed ha'maisa aktedes. They were the experts. This family of Avtinas were the experts on preparing the aktedes. And the Shum Eifen, they didn't want to share it with others. The Chachamim were not happy about it. The Kesher the Gemara over there brings a very interesting braise. But not only were the Chachamim not happy with the behavior of the Avtinas, and so too the other families, the Lechem Akonim, B'chulu, they actually tried to replace them. You can say that you're not acting the right way. We'll find others because the Chayes are given on there. So what happened? Don Rabbona, Beis Avtinas Oivikim B'Maisei Akteres V'Leirotzu L'Lam Sholchu Chachamim V'Viu Umnim L'Alexandria Shel Mitzrayim. They brought others. They invited us in Eretz Yisrael. There was nobody else that claimed to be able to do the same. Mitzrayim and Alexandria, other experts for Akteres. All you yearn the like you say, Peter Makteres, the mixture, exactly the measurements and the weight, all something you can't do just as good. But one thing they couldn't do. They my Osham that it should go up in a straight column, that they were not able to accomplish, at least in the same way as the people of Avtinas. From Avtinas, it would go straight up like a stick. But these other would break up like the rays of the sun. So they brought them in for a trial, and they saw that after all said and done, they're not as good. They can't make it as perfect as the people of Avtinas. The report came back to the Chachamim. No, we looked and we searched and we found the second best, and they can't do the job as good. Everything after all is for the covenant of the Eibishter, and we have to do it in the best way. So they should want to them back. And now they took advantage even more. They asked for even a higher salary, and what's enough he gave, and this is the story of Beis Avtinas. Later, there's another few stories about this. Generations later, it was they were smachnia themselves, and from then on, the Chacham said they shouldn't talk anymore about their gnai. They did tshuva on this guy that they had. Later on, it was nistak. I'll call upon him. In the halacha that comes out of here is like this. It says that these omnin, they brought them for a trial. Mashmos hadvarim is that they served, and they were doing it for a meshech zman. And then they saw that it's not as good, so the Chacham said, you don't keep them anymore. But that the of the Maila Ashan, that the Ashan Akteris has to go straight up, they weren't really doing it right. As they state, they couldn't do it. So how was the Akteris being done all this time if the Maila Ashan wasn't really being done properly? So the Yosef in the Rechaim Kimball talks at the end of Seder Atfilah, say Peter Makteres Ketzad, Kufan the Beis and Kufan the Gimel, both places he talks about it. He says some people say that you should be careful not to say some money are paid, it's only with only to read it from the Siddur. Since Mechis Rechem calls some Marel Chayim Misa, and this Bechum that even the B'dibru you missed out one. What you do is down holding to everything, count the fingers, saying not to be machzir from the same money. You don't have to go like that. It brings different svaras. One thing he points out is, if anything is makir, it's only the Yudal of Samimon, only the 11 main Samimon. The other things that are mentioned, the Beis Karshina, the Kafris, and Kama other in Yon, that's for sure not ma'akid. And the Techad says, Ma'ashan is also not ma'akid. How do we know Ma'ashan is not ma'akid? It's right from the story in the Gemara that we just learned over here. You see, these people of Tzanish Mitzrayim, they couldn't do Ma'ila Hashan, and he says, where did they make it trial? The Beis Hamikdash, you can't use any word. So the trial had to be that they did it in the Beis Hamikdash. They were makted in the place where you're supposed to be makted. And they had some time to try out, and it wasn't Ma'ila Hashan. So Elamai, that Ma'ila Hashan is not ma'akiv. It's something good, better. Ahidu mitzvah min amuvcha. It's not ma'akiv. That's what the Yosef said. So many Mefarshim, the thousands of them Shulchan Aruch, because it begins in the Gemara asks that it's a Stirim Mefaresh, the Gemara later on the Yuma says clearly that it is Ma'akiv, and if it's not Ma'ila Asham, is chayiv misa. And auf nun Gimel. Okay, you want to bring psukim from Parshas Achrei. 2 psukim, that both of them are Fidrashas Chazal is going on the end of the Maila Osha. Ki be'onan iro la kaperes. You do the psukim when the Parish got closer to be'onan iro la kaperes, that it means that they should already put the Keteris on the Gecholim outside. And when you come in, there's already an honor. But the Chacham said that they were wrong. You see from another passage that they're wrong. If Post means, what's ki be'onan iro? Right? It means that there should be the end of Maila Osha. That's one passage. Listen to Maila Osha, should be more Osha. And then there's another passage, V'chisa nan akteris is a kaperis, both psukim are going with the of Maila Osha. And the Brisa says, Ho, loy nosam bo Maila Osha, ish chitzer achas mikol sama, no chayiv misa. The Brisa concludes clearly that if it's missing Maila Osha or one of the other samanim chayiv misa, it's the Maila Osha is ma'akiv and not kedekaf, that if you're active about it, is chayiv misa. This is the kasha that's asked on what the B'shir says based on the other. In other words, it's really a stira between the 2 Gemaras. The Gemara that's on the story of the Aptinas and the Sandish from Mitzrayim, that somehow Keteris was okay out the Maila Osha. And on the Gimel, it says clearly that with the Chayiv Mish means that it's to get the Keteris before. Okay, so the halichos in the first Mishnah, the Melech in the Rambam, the Chodesh, they say an answer like this. The answer is there's a difference between the Keteris of the Kol Yom and the Keteris of Yom Kippur. And the Medayik, that this is the Shitas Rambam for sure is like that. That there's a difference in this year of Maila Osha on the daily Keteris and the Keteris of Yom Kippur. What do we see in the Rambam? So the Rambam in Hilchos Klei Hamikdash, when he talks about the Keteris of the Kol Yom, he says that Bezel of the Chest. Nosem l'teicha dvash kolshu poslo, honey makes it possible. Chiser echad misam, but now chayiv misa. If you're missing one of the samanim, chayiv misa. He doesn't mention you're missing one of the samanim, but doesn't mention if you're missing the Maila Osha. So this is in Hilchos Klei Hamikdash, B'kol Yom, Keteris B'kol Yom. If you're missing one of the samanim, chayiv misa. Missing Maila Osha, he doesn't say anything about that. We talked about the Keteris of Yom Kippur. Then PDK. Now, this is one of the last halachas. It's Chavedes Yom Kippurim. PDK halacha chafei. Chasim min akteris echad misamanel begins with the same halacha that he said over there. Missing one of the samani akteris. Oy Maila Oshan, or it's missing Maila Oshan chayiv misalel. Shenemar v'layom u'skibon ne'rola kaperis. So it begins with the same name. Chiser echad misamanel by the Keteris B'chol Yom. He only says that. By Yom Kippur, he's meisif. It's missing on the Samanim or it's missing Maila Oshan. So you see the Shittas Rambam is Taked, there's such a Braisa, there's such a din that Maila Oshan is Ma'akiv, and if you don't do it Chayiv Misa, that's only Yom Kippur and not the Kol Yom. In the Sichas Chelik Yudal, the Rebbe is Mevayer of Pizeh, a diuk in the Sifri, and the Posik, Yasimu Kteiro Ba'apecho. Professor Moshe Rabbeinu with the Shevet Levi, Yasimu Kteiro Ba'apecho, the Chol Lam is B'Pecho. Kteiro is one of the special Avedas. So the Pri says, what you see Mukteda Ba'apecha is Lefnai V'Lefnim, the Keteris of Lefnai V'Lefnim. That is Medayik, why only the Keteris of Lefnai V'Lefnim? In fact, it's more special, but the Simu Keteris Ba'apecha is the whole year. Kol Hashon Rekula. Why is the Pri saying Simu Keteris Ba'apecha is Dafki the Keteris of Yom Kippur? According to Shittas Rambam, it's understood. Because Dafki by the Keteris of Yom Kippur over there, the Maila Oshem is Ma'akid. Especially like it shoots straight up. It shows on the Ruchni that it has the entire is Malasham that brings it all the way up, and that's not going in Kippur. Because the Gemara over there in Yom Daf Gimel where it talks about the Maila Oshem, the Hemshech Gemara, some Amiroim for sure say the Feirush that it's not only Yom Kippur, it's also Kol Hashon Rekula. Gemara is narichos that because there's mentioned before, because there's 2 psukim in Parshas Achrei that talk about the Onom, which means the Maila Oshem. According to one of the answers, one is for Yom Kippur, one is for Shari Yom Hashanah. So Tashayla wants to chat in the Shittas Rambam and the B'Shir is going with that. They're saying that it's different in Kippur and the rest of the year. The Malach says that it's a machlekes. Most of the answers in the Gemara don't hold like that. We go according to the others. one could from the Gemara there, which the Melech explains an interesting thing. Towards the end of that Shakavatari, the Gemara brings the union of the Shnei Bnei Aaron, that they died through the Ma'aseh Akteris. And the Gemara has a half a minute to say that what did they do wrong, for which chet did they die, that they didn't put in Ma'ila Hashem. So everything was good, it was Piatziva, also giving good to find, it was just missing the Ma'ila Hashem. And the Ma'aseh, the Brayso says no, that it can't be because it could be that there was already a tzivui to have Ma'ila Hashem before that, but this that Yechayim Misif, the Ma'ila Hashem, that wasn't said yet. So it can't be that was the reason. The reason was Heira Allah B'chnei Rabba. So the Shayla is the Ma'aseh of Bnei Aaron, it wasn't on Yom Kippur. I didn't want to say this sheet that only on Yom Kippur it's Ma'akev, but this wasn't the story of how could the Gemara try to say that by the story of Bnei Aaron that Yechayim Misif because it was missing Ma'ila Hashem. I said that according to that, Havamin of the Gemara says it's different svaras where they brought the Kedus, the Shnei Bnei Aaron. So Peter Maskana said Gemara that they talk about mitzvah lahavim and ahediyat. That's referring to the Mizbeach HaSpirit and lahavim and ahediyat. But the Peter Havamin, you would say that they brought the Kedus in the Shakadosh. The Shnei Bnei Aaron, other Vavi, where they bring the Kedus, there's three possible places. The place where you normally bring Kedus in Mizbeach HaZav, and here the Kabbalah was that they brought it in a different place. Either outside Mizbeach HaChitzon or in Kedesh HaKadosh. So if the tzad was in Kedesh HaKadosh, then it's al derech the Kedesh of Yom Kippur. The Chisan on Kedesh HaKadosh, al derech the Kedesh of Yom Kippur. That's some of the Nekudas of this Shakavatari. This is one point to the sheet. It's not Savis Yosef, but just one last Nekuda. But there's a different way of answering the two Gemaras. If you take the Gemara in Nachman Gimel Ketshutei, that some of them are saying, it could be the others I'm asking, that my Lashon is Ma'akiv Kol Hashanah Kula. If you said that it is Ma'akiv Kol Hashanah Kula, not like Shittas Rambam. So how would you understand the story in Aflamet Ches with the Alexandria Shul Mitzrayim that they didn't do my Lashon? So there's a different answer which Bemis says in case Yishon, trying to look at the Melech and others, the community didn't have it, didn't see it, so they don't mention it. The mother brings another Achin that says it, and he's Deiches Dvorav. The Ma'aseh Teis Yishon says the same thing. Apostle answer, it's a proof in Yeshiva Balabatish answer, that now they didn't have Ma'il Oshim the Cloud, these other Umdim, the Alexandria Shul Mitzrayim. They didn't have that best high quality Ma'il Oshim that these people had. But that was something they had. It didn't work as good. Eisiv Achar Sheshmoi Ma'il Oshim Hayu Makirin Anshe Alexandria. Shemchisa B'Kteides Chayiv Miset. That's what he was saying. You have to have some kind of a Ma'il Oshim. And some say that that's the kavanah of Rashi also over there. Rashi says they didn't have a hadis Oshim. Shloi Hayu Makirin Be'Eisiv Shumailes Oshim Zeikiv V'Metamer Kemak. Rashi finished. He doesn't say something. They didn't have Ma'il Oshim. They didn't have one that does it Zeikiv V'Metamer, that does it in the best way. So these are two of the the Shleim says of that story of the woman of Alexander, and then brings out a hero. For every person the whole game. Come to place that they sent away these base of Tinas, but at the end of the day it didn't work out. They had to bring them back and even higher the salary. The state doesn't give us we can't only benazai. The Shimcha Yikraucha, Ubimkaimcha Yeshivucha. That since says this union of Beis Avtinas the traders was meant to be for Beis Avtinas, with all the efforts that were made to push them out of their jobs, it's going to geholfen. And then there's Malchus Negas B'Chaverta when it comes time for the Malchus to change, it has to be a few big noise. Is it doesn't even like you hear, it doesn't wait. Certainly, the Kol HaKitzin is now is the time for Malchus and Melech and Mashiach.
Mir Hashem gleich noch mal right after my there will be a video with the of the Rebbe, and everybody is invited to stay here. Oh yeah.